Let me show you a couple more things here. The 15-minute chart, you can see I've drawn this lower line of resistance, this angular line upward here that we've broken. Again, a lot of folks would be selling there. Doesn't mean a thing. I can tell you right here. It doesn't certainly doesn't mean it's safe to go ahead and sell. Maybe if you've watched some of these clips before, you've heard me talk about squeezes, and there is one of those coming, an extremely significant one. We've got the 60-minute chart. You can see this. When we talk about squeezes, we're talking about angular lines of, trend lines of support and resistance coinciding with horizontal lines, and where those two meet, and the fact that there will be a breakout, from those, well, one way or the other, and it starts to get compressed, and you start to see a break. I can tell you that right now, it's something of a coin toss. I mean, anybody, again, selling off 1251 and a quarter could wind up being right, but why make that move without additional information? It's just not. It's just not something I recommend doing. It's something a lot of traders are early in their careers might do, but it's certainly not something you need to do. You wait for additional information. Let's go to the daily chart, and you can see that squeeze going on again. You can see the two prior lines of resistance that I talked about in the last clip, and how tight it's making that bar. In addition to that, what I did is I clean up my charts every once in a while to get fresh perspective, and I went in and redrew a line of support that goes from about, what is that, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Sorry about that, got you all discombobulated here, and myself. But that's about 2 to 3 weeks ago. The date there, about 2 to 3 weeks ago. So we've got this line running up and touching this low of about a week ago. This is about just about a week ago. This green bar that you see it touching the bottom of, and you can see that it is coinciding with yesterday's bar's low, that it held it there at that line, and it is trading on it again right now. I mean, that 1249-ish number, let's call it, that it's hit a bunch of different times overnight. Let me show it to you on the 15. Sorry. Here's that line at 1249 that you can see they keep bouncing off. That's what's kind of propping it up on the 60, is this trend line of support. So what we're seeing is a super squeeze. I mean, we've got it on the daily, we've got it on the 60, and it's one of those times that you really need to wait for additional information. And when it breaks, it could break really quick. It could be kind of a fake out breakout too. It could break out a little bit to the upside here, and as you saw from that 1251 and a quarter resistance, that horizontal resistance, we'll still see probably 1252. So it could be kind of a fake out too, where you get these people really chasing a little breakout, and it might be mild and spin back the other way, because it could turn at that 1252 number. So it's that's why you're seeing this very small 60-minute bar, this very tight trading range, just for all those reasons I described. It's a place where you really need more information, and experienced traders are waiting here rather than acting.